Thanks for staying tuned. That's still Ibrand Daybreak, and Dr. Diakade is still with us. We're still discussing the prospect of Nigerians being permitted to carry guns, the possibility of it, and the consequences of that. And as I said earlier, Dr. Diakade is still here with us.
Oh, sorry, Samson.
Yep.
Do you know that terrorism is also when you are showing all those food you are showing on your hands and you are not giving the person because you are making that person to be hungry? It is do we call it hunger terrorism or what?
We'll address that.
All those your Banga, the Amala, whatever.
Now let's get back to the discussion. You've talked about the possibility of gun violence breaking forth from issuing of guns to eligible Nigerians and all of that. I understand the place of the frustration from the government and the cost of living and hardship can get a toll on people, and that way they can begin to make use of the gun in very inappropriate measures. That's at the very least. But
sorry, can you also relate it with all those gun battle that we always hear about from America, from UK,
exactly.
School children,
yes.
I mean, even South Africa school
yes.
children shooting themselves. Here now,
but they have access to
cultism.
Yeah.
Cultism is increasing. Even in primary schools,
yes,
something. I say even not secondary now.
Primary.
Even in primary schools,
yes,
cultism is now. Imagine people now carrying guns. A small boy of 9, 10 that normally go to his father's bedroom to remove, I don't want to use the word steal, golden pen, biro, do you understand, to take to school, to flash in school, can also carry the man's gun to go and flash in school. So honestly speaking, these are issues that, yes, I sympathize with people in Zamfara, with people in the northeast and all that, even people in the southwest and southeast. I sympathize with Nigerians, but still, Nigerians' psyche is not yet developed enough to be carrying guns. Even look at those that are having guns. There was a case in this country whereby a small boy went to carry his father's gun. Have we forgotten it was in the news? Do you understand?
Yes.
Now imagine if people are now being licensed to carry guns. What will happen?
But since the government has failed in all of its primary responsibilities to its people, which is safeguarding lives and properties, what would you have them do? And now, I'm not saying they should carry guns, but these people, look at the issue of Owo. Who would have the effrontery to go into a church? You can't go to Shongo's shrine to do that. You can't go to it, but then they have the effrontery to go into churches and mosques to kill. What would people do? Lose their loved ones over this?
I wouldn't want us to allow emotions,
certain
rhetorics to blindfold our sense of reasoning.
But then will you tell this to people who had lost their loved ones?
No. You know. Each time, it appalls me that especially this government has failed woefully in that aspect. There was a time on a platform I even called for the president's resignation because he has failed in upholding the constitution he swore to in terms of safety, providing safety for lives and properties of the people, as well as ensuring their economic well-being. I called for his resignation, but a lone voice in the wilderness cannot be audible enough, except others can join in echoing it. All right? No doubt about that. I felt for those that have lost their loved ones to acts of terrorism. But at the same time, if we are talking about the government not living up to their responsibilities, we will further increase it. If we allow people to carry guns, we will further
even with the right
increase it.
Even with the right legislation, I mean, banning of semi-automatic rifles, limiting it to upping up the age, eligible for gun ownership, among
upping up. Tell me which age bracket is psychologically balanced in this country? Which age bracket?
Well,
I was eating somewhere yesterday at one local booker. I like going to local booker. Yes, I know as an African man, I don't eat all this Maggi that they put in food in all these eateries.
Okay.
And this man strolling, elderly fellow, he was sitting behind me, and I heard him murmuring. If only he can be having enough money to be coming around this kind of a place, at least to feed himself. I don't know whether you understand. If only. That means this man is always hungry. He's not getting enough money at the right time to come and feed himself. I don't know whether you understand. I was moved by that. He was murmuring to himself, not to anybody, because he was the only one sitting. But I heard him clearly. So that is to say, there is no age bracket that is free from the psychological stress that our leaders are putting us. And I said it here. It's intentional. They are doing all that intentionally so that they will continue to perpetuate their hegemonic oligarchy upon the people without the ability to challenge them. And that's why they have taken away education. They have taken away education. They have taken away healthcare. They have taken away everything that can give us good livelihood. But again, we the people should understand one thing. If we remain, or if we refuse to emancipate ourselves by all means, we're going to remain emaciated.
Looking at this now, if I understand, the place of or the fear of gun violence in all of this, in terms of Nigerians being permitted to carry guns and all, but if the spate of insecurity continues, you have kidnapping being a thriving business, you have the bandits, terrorists as they have been gazetted, perpetrating evil across down from northeast to northwest. There's still the Boko Haram insurgency. Virtually no region of the nation is safe. Don't you think that Nigerians will be forced to improvise? And that's one. And two, if Nigerians can't be allowed to carry guns, will you advocate that regional security outfits like your Ibubeagu, your Amotekun be permitted to carry guns?
But the NSCDC, they are carrying guns now.
I'm talking about regional security outfits.
I'm coming.
Okay.
What did they see in them to be carrying guns?
That's national.
Yeah, before now they were not.
Yes.
But it's national.
But now they carry guns. Before now, customs were not carrying guns.
National
but
again.
now, the same thing with some people within immigration.
Yes.
So, whatever we see in those people.
Those are national bodies.
Yes. Whatever we see in those people, let us also see whether we can get it. Whether we can get it from all those regional forces.
But for a nation that is against state policing...
I'm against state policing, but you see all those regional... Also, let me tell you, let us be factual now. All these Amotekun, who are those people in that Amotekun? Who are those in Ebubeagu? Do you understand? They are people that are traditional hunters, traditional warriors.
Okay.
And when you're talking of traditional hunters, traditional warriors, they use traditional means also. We are aware, we are all aware, whether film trick or no film trick, whereby all those terrorists that pretend to be headers were being caught somewhere in Igboho.
Yes.
Somewhere in Igboho, Ibarapa area. They just put something on the ground as they were crossing. Thunder started striking them. We can be using that now. Baba Obasanjo, when he was after being the head of state, he clamored for carrying Betu to South Africa now.
Okay.
Did you not carry Betu to South Africa? We have all of these things.
Okay.
So we can make good use. See, let us stop debasing our own. Let us stop this sense of anti-ethnocentrism. We should see this thing as the best.